were the prodigy, the one who aced every test, who was always ahead of the curve. Your future seemed bright, filled with promise and potential. But somewhere along the way, that clarity blurred. Now, in the midst of adult responsibilities and expectations, you find yourself questioning everything. Why does success feel so hollow? Why does happiness seem just out of reach? It's a confusing and often isolating experience, especially when society expects you to have it all figured out because of your intelligence. But here's the secret. Intelligence alone doesn't guarantee fulfillment. It's how you use that intelligence, how you navigate life's challenges, that truly matters. And that's where Stoicism comes in, a philosophy that has guided countless individuals through the storms of life for over 2 millennia. Perhaps you excelled in school without much effort, but now, in the real world, where hard work and perseverance are required, you find yourself unprepared. Or maybe you were always told how special you were, leading to a fear of failure that paralyzes you from taking risks. Whatever the case, the label of smart kid can be both a blessing and a curse. Stoicism distinguishes between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is the accumulation of facts and information, something you likely have in abundance. Wisdom, however, is the ability to apply that knowledge in a way that leads to a virtuous and meaningful life. It's about making the right choices, not just the smart ones. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, emphasized this in his discourses. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. He knew that true understanding comes from living out one's beliefs, not just intellectualizing them. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This direct approach cuts through the noise of theoretical debates and focuses on action. For you, this means that your intelligence is a tool, but it's up to you to wield it wisely. Instead of getting lost in overthinking or analysis paralysis, use your smarts to make decisions that align with your values and contribute to your growth. Think about it this way. A brilliant scientist might know everything about quantum mechanics, but still struggle with personal relationships or ethical dilemmas. Intelligence in one area doesn't automatically translate to wisdom in all aspects of life. Stoicism provides a framework to bridge that gap, offering principles that can be applied universally. Wisdom, in Stoic terms, is one of the 4 cardinal virtues, along with courage, justice, and temperance. It involves discerning what is truly good and acting accordingly. For the Stoics, the only true good is virtue, and everything else, wealth, fame, even intelligence, is indifferent unless used virtuously. So, being smart might help you achieve external success, but without virtue, it won't lead to eudaimonia or true happiness, as explained in Stoicism and the Art of Happiness by Donald Robertson. From a young age, you were likely rewarded for your achievements with praise and recognition. This external validation became a measure of your worth. But as you grow older, the sources of that validation change or disappear, leaving you feeling unmoored. Stoicism warns against basing your self-worth on external opinions. Marcus Aurelius observed, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. When you tie your identity to what others think, you become vulnerable to their judgments. Feeling lost might stem from seeking approval rather than cultivating inner strength." Seneca, in his Letters from a Stoic, advises, "Let us learn to feel confidence in ourselves and to be satisfied with our own approval." This doesn't mean ignoring feedback or becoming arrogant. It means grounding your self-esteem in your own judgment and integrity. In today's world, where likes and followers can dictate self-esteem, it's easy to fall into the trap of external validation. But Stoicism offers a timeless antidote. Focus on what you can control, which is your own character and actions, not others' perceptions. In How to Be a Stoic, Massimo Pigliucci emphasizes that this shift in focus can liberate you from the need for external approval, allowing you to build a stable sense of self. The feeling of being lost often stems from a sense of powerlessness, from trying to control things that are beyond your influence. Stoicism's solution is elegantly simple. Focus on what you can control and accept what you can't. Epictetus articulated this in his Enchiridion. Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing. By clearly distinguishing between these, you can direct your energy where it matters most, on your own choices and responses. This shift in perspective can be liberating. Instead of worrying about whether you'll get that promotion or how others perceive you, concentrate on doing your best work and treating others with kindness. The outcomes may vary, but your effort and attitude are entirely within your control. For instance, you can't control whether you get a particular job, but you can control how well you prepare for the interview and how you respond to the outcome. By concentrating on your efforts rather than the results, you reduce anxiety and increase your sense of agency. A practical way to apply this is through the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, as described in A Guide to the Good Life by William B. Irvine. This involves visualizing potential challenges or setbacks and planning how you'll respond to them. By preparing mentally for adversity, you reduce its impact and maintain your composure when it arrives. Life is unpredictable, and even the most intelligent plans can go awry. Stoicism teaches that rather than resisting this reality, you should embrace it. The concept of amor fati, or love of fate, encourages you to accept and even appreciate whatever happens, seeing it as necessary and beneficial in some way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Love the hand that fate deals you and play it as your own, for what could be more fitting? Instead of lamenting what could have been, embrace your current situation and find ways to thrive within it." This doesn't mean being passive. It means being adaptable and resilient. When faced with disappointment or failure, instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how it can make you stronger. As Epictetus put it, don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. When you feel lost, it's often because reality doesn't match your expectations. By accepting reality as it is and working with it rather than against it, you can find peace and clarity. For example, if you don't get into your dream school or land your ideal job, it's natural to feel disappointed. But from a Stoic perspective, this is an opportunity to reassess your goals, develop new skills, or explore alternative paths that might be equally fulfilling. By accepting the situation and moving forward with determination, you build resilience and open yourself to new possibilities. Another reason you might feel lost is due to overwhelming emotions, anxiety about the future, regret about the past, or confusion in the present. Stoicism doesn't advocate for suppressing emotions, but for understanding and managing them. The Stoics believed that emotions arise from our judgments about events, not from the events themselves. As Epictetus said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. By examining and adjusting your judgments, you can change your emotional responses. For instance, if you're anxious about an upcoming decision, remind yourself that the outcome is not entirely within your control, but your preparation and attitude are. This can help alleviate anxiety and allow you to approach the situation more calmly. In The Daily Stoic, Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman suggest practicing mindfulness to stay grounded in the present, reducing the emotional turmoil that contributes to feeling lost. Having a clear sense of purpose is crucial for feeling directed and fulfilled. Intelligence can help you achieve goals, but without knowing what those goals should be, you're like a ship sailing without a destination. Seneca's quote, "If a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable," highlights the importance of having a clear aim. Stoicism provides a framework for defining that purpose through its emphasis on virtue. By striving to live wisely, courageously, justly, and temperately, you align yourself with what the Stoics considered the highest good. This gives your life meaning beyond material success or social status. To find your purpose, reflect on what virtues you value most and how you can embody them in your daily life. Perhaps it's through helping others, pursuing knowledge, creating art, or leading with integrity. Whatever it is, let your intelligence serve that purpose. Additionally, engaging in regular self-examination, as recommended by Stoic philosophers, can help you stay on track. Keep a journal, meditate on your actions, and continually ask yourself if you're living in accordance with your principles. For example, practicing daily reflection, as Marcus Aurelius did in his Meditations, can help you clarify your values and goals. Asking yourself questions like, "What virtues did I practice today?" or "How did I handle challenges?" can guide you towards a more purposeful life. For those interested in learning more, there are numerous resources available. Books like A Guide to the Good Life by William B. Irvine or How to Be a Stoic by Massimo Piglucci offer accessible introductions to Stoic philosophy and its practical applications. Moreover, practicing Stoicism doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul. You can start with small steps, such as setting aside time each day for reflection or practicing gratitude for what you have. In conclusion, if you're feeling lost despite your intelligence, Stoicism offers valuable insights to help you find your way. It's not about discarding your smarts, but about using them in service of a higher purpose. By focusing on what you can control, cultivating inner validation, accepting life's twists and turns, managing your emotions wisely, and defining your purpose through virtue, you can navigate the complexities of life with clarity and confidence. As you integrate these Stoic principles into your life, you'll discover that feeling lost is just a temporary state, and with wisdom, you can chart a course towards a fulfilling and meaningful existence. Remember, as Viktor Frankl, influenced by Stoic thought, said, "What man actually needs is not a tensionless state, but rather the striving and struggling for some goal worthy of him." Use your intelligence to identify those goals and pursue them with Stoic resilience. That's how you'll transform feeling lost into living purposefully.